figured I'd give you a tour of the kitchen before I started. What was that? What did you recognize? Girl in the mirror? Don't stop. Elsa. Ned. Janet. Decal Rin. Girl in the mirror. ¿Cómo está? Mustafa. There, how's that? That better? What did I just do? I just eliminated myself. Hold on 1 second. How about that? That side's better. Oh, I'm back. There we go. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Outside, it's below freezing outside, and remember, it's nighttime. So you're not going to see anything outside. Hold on a second. Let me try to figure out a different setting here. Here, hold on. There we go. Maybe that's better. Outside looks like this. Hold on. I'm using a phone and my Xbox. So give me a second. Outside looks like nothing but dark here. See? Nothing but dark outside. But if I turn the lights on, let's see. There it goes. There's the front of the house. My boat on my trailer. I just put the cover over my car. You probably can't see it because it's black. Yeah, you can't even see. But anyways, there's the front of the house at night. There we go. With the security lights that just came on when I went outside. Hold on. I'm trying to give a freezing tour of the outside of the house to the whole live stream. Putting on my jacket, so bear with me here. Okay. Just for you guys, in the freezing 29-degree weather here. Hold on a second. I'm in the garage here. Okay. See if I can come around the side of the house. There's the security light lighting up this side of the yard. Yeah, there's my shadow right there. This is nighttime. And then the backyard, I don't know if you can see, you can't even see the forest here. But there's the back of the house with the lights on. And then as I come around this side, the other side of the house, and then around to the front yard again. Oh my gosh, the ground is freezing, it's crunching. We're expecting a severe winter storm. I'm not sure when it's supposed to reach us, but and then back to the front of the house. And the car, you can barely see, there it is, it's starting to, I just bought a new cover for the front, for the car. And then my wife's car in the garage. We're back to the garage. There we go. Okay, I'm frozen. So I'm gonna get back in the warm house here before I start shaking. Holy moly. Hold on. Hold on. I'm doing this one-handed here. Okay. Let's see if I can shut the garage door. Holy moly. That was freezing. Okay, hold on. Camera back around here. Okay. There. All right. Put my headphones back on. Okay. There we go. Can you hear me okay? Let's see here. Test. Yep. I got microphone. I'll turn the music down here a bit. Give me a second. So yeah, not much to see at night. Okay. So good Saturday evening at 8 minutes till 9. Gabi. And who's still here? Where did Elsa go? Elsa was the first one in. And then Girl in the Mirror, Kurt Neat. What else? Who else? Okay. Let's see if I can set up a different camera here. I didn't prepare, so I'm putting it together as we speak here. So, what's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Oh my gosh, I don't have anything set up, do I? The camera cord is still in its bag from last night. So I'm upstairs now. I have to plug it. Working on it. Close. Camera. Focus. Height.
So I'm gonna switch out.
John, what's up? What's new since last night?
But
Mr. John Yo. Hey, there we go. We're getting better.
That key, I don't want to record on, but I can't find Sailor's life with me.
All right.
No.
Let's put my let's put a little bit of makeup on. Everybody's wondering what? Let's see here. Touch up my appearance. Let's do that a bit. Let's soften up my wrinkles here.
Have you done easy one?
Let's see here. Just a tad. There we go. Like the ladies do, right? Okay.
Skier.
And there. What do we got? This weird angle down below.
We could.
What does that look like?
Just go to once.
A little bit. What can I do?
Get the convo.
Not lit up very well because this lamp right here
and in the
is kind of overwhelming that light over there. But I can fix that. Alexa, turn on the living room. Let's see here. Oh, what happened? The switch is off. No, it's not. Alexa, turn on the living room. Oh, there we go. And that lit up a little bit. See that light on my forehead a bit. Let's see. How can I correct this camera over here? Oh, I think I'll work. Or I can just shut it off. How about that? Where'd everybody go? I see Go in the Mirror, John. The lighting still isn't enough. Oh, that's better. A little bit better. Still would like to figure out this camera a little bit better. So that's.
I'm ready.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it'll be kind of a strange angle.
Right.
Oh, you know what? I think it's also doing it. I have this thing on. Yeah, I do. Mirror. I don't want to mirror the camera. There we go. Now we got two different. Now we got myself looking at myself. Okay. Different. I can't see how many people are on. What do you mean? Can't see how many people are? Oh, you mean in the chat room? Make sure your setting is on live chat at the very top of the chat room. Over there on the right, make sure it's set on live chat, not otherwise. Top chat. There's top chat and live chat. Make sure it's on live chat. Sometimes not everybody will show up. Oh. Wait, no, not that song. So many people are on.
Look,
What do you
have
say?
a tea bag and tell them. Like, we'll take us all home. I'm going home.
Hey, Zach, I just saw you show up.
Backpacks for some reason.
What's up, bro?
Just buy mine.
Yeah, I decided to go landscape mode this time.
Why?
It won't attract as many
Why is it
outsiders, but those that are subscribed will get the notification. Vertical live seems to. Oh, I got you. Okay. I can't tell by your comments all the time what you're trying to portray or project or say. So,
and I just sell all the backpacks I get from my scabbers to fence.
hey, Zach, or anybody, does anybody want to come up and chat? We can chat together side by side up on stage. That means your camera will
I've had no problems
come on.
with this,
Or
the layout of the
you can come up and leave your profile picture and you can talk behind your profile picture. It's up to you. I can post the link if you're interested. Haven't done that with you guys before. It's background music. It's a defaulted music that comes with the program, the StreamYard program. What's the name of it? It's called Over the Horizon. This is the rock song you've heard before. This one. Remember that one? It's kind of like an intro.
Already had it like that. I don't know, Shane.
So is anybody, Zach, are you still there? That is Jekyll's.
Yeah, they're gonna be big guy right in front of us now. Guy right in front of us. So just firing us.
I know Girl in the Mirror is hiding back there. Janet, are you still hanging around somewhere? Courtney, that is. And
Have you checked your chain?
Elsa at the very beginning. And there, I tried to come on live just minutes before this, but I realized I chose the vertical format. And once I go live, I can't edit it. So I ended it 3 minutes into the live stream. And then I created this landscape mode. And now that other person that came in is no longer visible.
You don't want to be shooting BP and then it's simple. Wait a minute. That's
Yeah, so here, I'll tell you what. I'll, let's see. Let me paste the StreamYard link. And if you would like, you can come up and chat with your voice and or with your video and your voice. You can choose to close your camera and just speak, with your voice, audio, like a podcast if you want. When you come up on stage, make sure and have your camera open so I know it's you. And then as soon as I acknowledge that it's you, then you can close your camera if you so choose to. And then I'll put you up on stage and you can chat if you want to. So up to you. There she is.
You're both gaining.
Hey, Meat. And Kurt, Meat, you can come up if you want to speak
You have to get
Tagalog to the Filipino people in the chat room
It makes a sound effect before
if you want to. But there's the link. And I
It
will
makes a sound effect before you get
pin
close to
that.
the one.
Got to use this gadget to do that. And yeah. So see if I can, oops, I gotta join. I gotta join my own chat here.
Don't
Stay
fight
alive.
that. This is just, no, it's not a there. This is a 2, 3, 4.
What's for breakfast, Ned? You don't want to break my gun. Well, like I said, you don't have to. Look, it looks like I'm frozen on
I usually don't take bigger things.
my. Oh,
What's
the other one. You don't have to come up on your camera. You can speak behind your profile picture if you want to. Does that make sense? You see your profile picture that you're using right now? You can, that will be up on stage and your voice will be, you'll be able to speak behind your profile.
I should really be taking money. Keep forgetting to take money. If ETR comes, you're just gonna
So you don't have to be live on camera.
pretty sure that we'll just
Okay, now I can post.
Oh, can you walk up here? I forgot it to say it without one. Just walk up here. Walk right up, right up.
Give me a second, I gotta turn that.
Oh my gosh! Stop.
Looks like I can't do anything with the, oh, I'm on StreamYard still, that's why. You're going to church? You can't come up, you're gonna go to church.
$17,000 people. There's 17,000 people.
I can't, Akya, I can't come up. Doc, I'm going to church.
I saw like around 5.
No problem, John. It was just an option.
It's the whole server.
Okay, let me go to my YouTube channels where I need to do this.
Look, I looked to
StreamYard,
the left. I saw some.
and I can pin the message. There we go.
And I saw one guy in the rock.
And now the message is at the top
And
or
another
at the
guy
bottom
next
of your
to the guy behind.
chat. All right, let's get back to StreamYard here. There we go.
I typed a PB?
Okay,
PB?
now I got 2. You can see the phone I'm moving. Okay, there we go. So if anybody else, Nit, you want to come up here? Oh, you're going to church. Sorry, you're the one that said.
Alright, so what's up?
This here.
Record on that and off.
Now I'm still learning the. I forget the order of subject, vowel, and I forget
It's so robotic.
adjective.
It's like ChatGPT.
An order in the Spanish language. Well, it's the same in Tagalog. And so if you can learn that, then you can start putting together sentences easier. And I'm yet
go
to
on any of the upgrade screens. It can tank your FPS.
get
We
educated
found that out.
formally. Learning the
All right, sir.
the hard way. Girl can't come up. No problem. And I will ask, how do you say this sentence or this question?
I don't know.
And then I'll look at it, and if it's a sentence that is a, like, what's the word, explanation,
Mine.
a common phrased question, such as, what is, or where is, and then fill in the blank. Where is the market? Where is the bathroom? Where is, etc. Those are helpful questions that I might use when I'm traveling. So
HP.
if I know how to say, where is your house? Then more than likely I can ask, where is the bathroom? Or where are you?
PS is
etc.
that
And so I just have to know the foundation of the sentence, and then I insert the subject.
PS is that.
So that's what I did with Courtney's comments, where she said, I can't come up because I'm going to church. That question there. I know the word Hindi, which means no, or yeah. So a ko is me, but if the person is saying that, you're talking about them. So she can't. Hindi ako, and then akyat, A-K-Y-A-T, is go up. So I can't go up. Punta Kaming Church. Now I don't punta. I can't. I don't remember. Girl, you can interpret Punta Kaming or Punta Kaming Church.
Right?
Does that mean I'm going to church? Where'd you go, Zach?
No way.
Oh,
One of the tease things that's coming.
oh, Zach, where'd you go?
You can stop.
Right. I was wanting you to define punta, Kaming. Literally tell me the definition of punta Kaming. Punta I thought was point, but that's in Espanol. I get that. Okay. Mabas ang camera mo. That's, you're gonna break the camera. No, not you. I was wanting you to define punta Kaming. Punta Kaming. Oh my gosh, Zach. You did what I did. You've been up since 2 a.m. 2 p.m. yesterday. 2 p.m. What are you doing? Do you have any more? So 2 p.m. yesterday till 2 p.m. today, and now it's, what time is it there? 8:15?
Over here.
So you've been up 24 hours plus 6?
Do you want to watch the corpse
5?
service? I didn't see.
What? It's your turn to learn Tagalog? I am learning Tagalog. That's why I'm asking you.
You charge the ship and they put in the crew.
How do I learn? It's so easy. Now it's your turn to Magsalita Karim and Tagalog para fair to us too.
Right, buy him percent.
No, dear. You've had English education. I've had no Tagalog
Where?
education. So you have no excuse. I do. We're going to bed soon,
What?
but I didn't want to miss church tomorrow by sleeping in. Oh my gosh, how are you going to wake up tomorrow? You better go to sleep.
I don't
Oh, okay,
know.
I got you. If you would have went to bed, you would have ended up sleeping in, and then you wouldn't be able to go to sleep. So that's what I have to do. I have to suffer in order to get my schedule back on track.
What? Where did he come from? I didn't even hear footsteps. I just heard shooting.
Sorry, dear. You lose. Oh, it's the same time as me. Okay, you're in Michigan. Okay, you're east.
I couldn't
Eastern
tell you,
Standard.
man, because I didn't know. And I still don't know.
Okay, I'm trying to remember, Zach. You're the young guy that was telling me you had plans of going to Australia. And I said, there's another guy that just came back from Australia, correct? And his name is, forget, his name. He uses his name for his username. What was his name again? Um, Matt? No. Marty. Marty. Look. And then there, you can help speak Tagalog to girl in the mirror. Ned. Yeah, Marty. Okay. I was in my mind, Zach, I had you guys flip-flopped because I forgot Marty's name. So every time I saw you, I was like, okay, you're the one that lives in Kentucky. Well, that's Marty that lives in Kentucky. Okay, I got it backwards. That's why I was confused. I was confusing myself. Hi, Ned. Are you there? And you can speak to girl in the mirror and the rest of us. You can speak to. Turn your YouTube
Hello.
off. Turn your YouTube off, dear. Your echo.
Very noisy here.
Sorry? Yeah, make sure your YouTube is on. Or music. I'm checking mine as well. And I am muted, I believe. Yes. Okay. Maybe it was me. All right. Are you there? Mint, are you there? Are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, good. There's no echo. No, there's still
I
an
can't
echo.
I can't on kaham.
Mute your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Okay. So a little different tonight. I decided to thought
I'm sorry. Do you
when
know
I
what
started
the
my
guy's
live
name
stream,
was?
I was going to be able to show you cooking in progress.
And he
But-
was.
I took too long, and she was finished. Prita
I don't know.
the bangus, and then my son was already finished eating. Oh, with sinigang. So it's a sour soup. For those that don't know what sinigang is, it's traditionally made with
Nope, this is
the
not-
um, uh,
Still 23, so we're already.
what is it again? What's the fruit that's in the pod?
His name is
The
Thai.
sticky, sweet, and sour fruit.
Thighs.
What is that again, girl? To make sinigang. With tomato,
They can take them out.
pork, and or beef, with green beans, and
Right.
the white radish,
No?
the Chinese
They
radish.
don't?
Neat, where are you?
I said,
Are you
they
still
can take
there?
them out.
She disappeared. Anyways, what's the traditional sticky fruit that is used for sinigang? Honey? Oh, she's got her earplugs in. It's, oh my gosh. It's delicious. Even the Latino culture uses the fruit. It looks like a pea pod, but it's inside of a pod, and it's a real sticky, sweet, sour fruit. Well, they use that for sinigang.
Oh, where did that hurt?
Gosh, why am I having a problem?
I
Remember,
took it to the floor.
Nit, are you still there? Girl in the mirror?
I see.
Oh, you're about to go to church. That's right. You're about to go to church.
Isn't it like
Gotcha.
a
Nit, what is the fruit
Christmas
that is used for sinigang? It's like in a pea pod, but it's dark and sticky. What is the name?
What do you have in sugar?
Zach, help me out. What's the,
What do you have in sugar?
have you ever had that fruit? The Mexican prepare it in a,
I'm just gonna assume that.
usually a sweet chili,
So take your backpack and leave everything else.
sugar. inside of a plastic
You know that
little
pregnant
pouch.
girl
They sell it in the
Huh?
Squid Game?
convenience stores,
The pregnant girl in Squid
and
Game?
it's
She's also a K-pop.
that sticky,
It's like
seed
all K-pops in
that
Squid Game too.
has the sticky meat or the sticky fruit all over the seed, and it's in a pod.
I think
Like a pea pod?
I'm tempted to turn it down.
Yeah, the mix. What is the fruit that is used for the sinigang? You know, in the pea pod or the pod, right? Honey, what's the name of the fruit in sinigang?
Huh?
What's the fruit in the sinigang? In the pea pod, like,
Okra?
no, the fruit that makes the sour
Oh,
in sinigang.
it's in there.
No, I know, but what is it?
Sampalok.
Sampalo, I know, but what's that in English? Honey? What's that in English? Oh my gosh, you guys help me out. Yeah, I know Sampalo, but in English
Alright, I got
it
the full story
is,
now. I'm pretty sure I can reconstruct what happened from context clues.
well, they're using guava here, but that's not what I'm thinking of. They use it in Thailand, they use it in the Philippines. What's the name of it? In the pea pod. No, they're saying guava here, but what's the fruit? Tamarind. Gosh, I couldn't think of it. tamarind. Oh gosh, is that Sao Paulo? I think Sao Paulo is tamarind. Sao Paulo is tamarind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
What
Yes,
else?
tamarind. Thank you, Nate. Okay.
After you died, I heard a second.
Man, that was a struggle.
A pair of gunshots, but I thought they were.
Yeah, well, now you know,
I think
Zach.
you're like, you know,
Tamarind. We actually used to have a tamarind tree. Actually, no, it wasn't tamarind. It was the
Turns out
chocolate
he died immediately after you died.
equivalent.
He's dead on the floor.
The
That guy I just killed was.
what you call it, substitute for the chocolate substitute. It also comes in a pod. We had a tree growing in our backyard in Southern California. That's another. But anyways, yeah, tamarind, it's a big thing in Southeast Asia. Thailand, Philippines, all over, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, etc. Yeah. So they use that for the sour. If you're going to make it traditionally, the sinigang, you use tamarind. And then you have to use all the other, you have to put in all the other spices. But they make it easy for you now, and they have it in a mix. And you just buy I just had it in my hand so I could look at the fruit name. But all the Filipinos know the tamarind or the sinigang mix, mamacitas. And it's got all the seasonings and tamarind already in the mix. And Nate knows what this package is. And Girl in the Mirror and all the rest of them from the Philippines. It's got salt, citric acid,
Too low for some reason. It just-
cane sugar, onion powder, tamarind powder, rice flour, tomato powder, garlic powder, and the preservatives. But there's a soup, the tamarind with the shrimp there on the bottom. But everybody knows mamacitas, of course. She gets it from the Filipino market here in New Jersey. This is made in Maybunga, Pasig City, there in Manila, close to where Neat is and Girl in the Mirror. They're both close by Pasig, not too far from Pasig City. It's in Metro Manila, I believe, right? Pasig is Metro Manila. Yeah. Yep. You didn't even know those were a thing. Have you ever had it, Zach? If you go to the, usually in the gas station convenience stores, around the United States, whatever the name of them are in Michigan or, they usually have some kind of, it's in the nut section where you can buy the cashews and the peanuts and the, all those sunflower seeds and all that. Usually hanging on that rack with them stuck in a row, hanging, one above the other. Or they'll have these tamarind in a pouch that is in a sugary chili
have to walk underneath the train.
mix. And you can buy the tamarind seed that has the fruit all around the outside of it, all floating around in that sweet, spicy sugar. And you can buy them like that. And they are, wow. They'll make you pucker, and that sweet chili is a perfect complement to those seeds, to the tamarind seeds. Yeah.
So we're by the train station.
Ah, there you go. Beautiful. Well, I didn't know you were in Amish country. Awesome. So are they always have the vegetable and fruit stands on the side of the road or there on their property? Absolutely. Gosh, can't beat that. You know, speaking of, when you're in, like for instance, Mexico or in Latin America, somewhere in other places in
Yes.
Latin America, Central
They
America,
brought the U.
they'll have vendors on the side of the road,
The roadblock.
either out of their cart
Yes.
and or their vehicle, and they're selling fruits and vegetables, you know, on the side of the road. And it's very common to sell these fresh corn, and they have a mayonnaise that they brush on like with a paintbrush, and then they roll that mayonnaise covered corn in a cheese, like a Parmesan cheese, and they have some other seasoning that they shake over it, and they sell it to you. You know, they'll wrap it somehow, or on a stick. Sometimes it's on a stick, like corn cob on a stick, and you can eat that. Or they do watermelon and pineapple and mango and jicama, and they'll have them all sliced up, and they'll put in a little bit of all those slices of them, or sticks of watermelon, jicama, mango, and pineapple, and then they'll sprinkle that
I haven't.
salty chili
Okay.
all over the fruit.
Daddy.
It's either in a plastic bag or in a cup or whatever, and they sell it to you just like that. And we have that
It's
sugary,
a cereal.
spicy seasoning.
I already
Matter of
cleaned
fact,
up over
it's in the
there.
refrigerator.
It's
My
in
son
cereal.
puts it on.
Or there's a, Jordan, there's a fish in this.
Get out of here.
Um,
It's in cereal.
Get out of here.
It's tajin. It's not the Spanish version. This must be the Asian. Chili pepper, sea salt, citric acid, lime juice. Yeah, sugar, chili, and lime juice. But it comes like in a red powder. Like it's, in this case, it's in a bottle. See it? In this particular case, that's the brand name, but that's not the Spanish name not that I know of. Maybe it is.
Where we go?
Yeah. Okay. So you're familiar with that. Yeah. Put that on your fruit. Oh my gosh. Any fruit. Green apples, pineapple, watermelon. Oh, watermelon. Don't get me started with this and watermelon. Mango, pineapple. Oh, to die for. Right there.
Take life.
There, Joe Mai. Hey, hang around, Joe Mai, if you can. Joe, if you have time. Girl in the Mirror is in the room, and Kurt Meat is up on stage with me. She's getting ready for church. So if you want to come up, the Hagdan is pinned above. Hagdan, Zach, is the ladder. I believe that's the Tagalog word for ladder. But they use that word to describe the link that brings you upstage, hence the ladder.
So remember, big backpacks have more of a.
So when you see that word
You're turning.
ever again, you'll know it means the link to come up on stage.
Right.
And I think it's Hagdan Nakapin. Oh, if you want, Joe, if you have time. Yeah, awesome. A little different format tonight.
Just before that.
Since I'm horizontal, it's
It's been a
easier
big-
to display. Sure, no problem. Joe.
Oh yeah, the weights cross your movement. I mean, it's just physics, but you know. Without inertia, I mean, you've seen the clips.
So what was for dinner? Zach? Or did you have dinner? I know you're all screwed up as far as your time schedule, but were you able to eat at least during your screwed up time clock? Okay, there it is. I'm going to try to keep everything charged.
What?
Since I have my phone sitting over there at a weird angle on the other couch.
What?
Okay, let's see here. Make sure this thing's plugged in. There we go. Whoa. There. Oh, Subway. That's always good. What's your favorite at Subway? We're a tuna,
This was my mistake.
all of us. I mean, we eat other sandwiches, but the most common default at Subway is the tuna.
What if we just like walked into
And I do tuna, spinach,
that's all right.
yellow peppers, lettuce, tomato, onions, and olives. You know, I'll go ahead and deck it out. But
what if we
tuna is
just
always
take
a favorite. With no extra mayonnaise or mustard or anything like that. Although my
I know.
wife
That's
and
why they're gonna look at
son
each other
always
like,
get cheese, and I'm like, cheese on fish? Because tuna is fish.
And when they're all looking at each other,
And it's like each to their own, but no cheese for me. Not on a tuna. How about you? What's your
Just pretend like you're looking.
what's your go-to?
Who's-
And I frequently will I'll try everything from turkey
Right,
to
time, 3, 2, 1.
roast beef
You
to
both just go ham.
Italian,
You know, they'll start shooting each other.
you know, with all the cheap meats and all that. So
You don't want to play with yourself. See this?
yeah, I'm definitely a Subway. Not recently. Whenever we shop at the Walmart, you know, they got the Subway right there at the exit. Oh, you do chicken and spinach, pickles, lettuce, and mayo. Yep. Cool. And what's your favorite bread? My son just gets the white, and I get the wheat and or
Hey, I have a question.
what's the other?
Why
breads
do you
they
get
have?
helmet?
You get whole wheat. Yeah. It's like, what was their choices again? Seems like there
Why
was
do you take
another
a
one.
helmet on wheels?
No, they got white, Italian, wheat, and
If you're
some
going
other.
to snipe the bullets they
I
use,
think they had another
by default,
specialty
are already going to go past
Or-
2 or 3 anyways.
something. Excuse me here, I'm trying to. I got these earpieces in there
So why wear the helmet? That's what I'm saying.
from this headphone. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I haven't been wearing a helmet when I go to this. And I do the same thing with when I'm ever kitted out.
Neat. You got to show us before you go to church.
I usually just
What do
take
you-
no
what do you wear to
face
church?
visor. I just
It
take,
must
like,
look
tier
nice.
4, like,
So show us before you
no,
go.
actually, no tier 6, but
Oh, I got my coffee.
Mm.
What am I doing?
exactly. Like a dash.
I
I'm
forgot
saying
about my
like
coffee.
late white dash. It's cheap.
Oh my god. And that was cold. I gotta re-zap it.
Right now, you just
Why?
It's the same.
Asked me,
That's what
what are you doing with your coffee? And I said, oh, thank you for reminding me. And what did I
I am
do?
wearing the
I
same.
forgot it. Okay, let me fill it up with it.
That's same. That's the
So
Russian
just do
sailor.
it quick. This is more. Put it in the microwave. And heat it up for.
No, that's no, it's translation. You know.
Reheat it. Okay. Well, that's reheating. Okay. You know, whenever I'm on this Xbox, the biggest dilemma, the biggest concern is keeping everything plugged in. Because everything runs on a battery, and I've got to have all these peripheral cords plugged into the controller, the phone, the camera, and if I don't touch the Xbox controller for 10 minutes, it goes to sleep, and then that blacks out what does it black out? It would black out I think the whole Xbox. And it'll take away my audio. You guys won't hear it. Because the headset is plugged in. There's one more thing. The headset is plugged into the controller. So if the controller dies, then the headset dies. It's simple.
Yeah.
That's what I get for not using
This
a
is
laptop or a computer. That's like my wife has her iPad and my son has his laptop. Well, I've got the Xbox. Dad's got the Xbox.
5 foot
And
blocks.
that's what I figured out how to do what I'm doing now with the camera,
You want to dive? You want to dive?
chatting, so on and so forth.
Take that laser on. It's super bright.
It works.
Any
but
thermal.
as
Any
you can see, it has
can
its
see that.
All right, I got my coffee, I got the creamer, I got the Splenda, I got the honey, and you can hear me stirring it up.
Can't wait
You
till
know, I
I
already
there
did
and
Starbucks.
see, like 15,000.
Today,
I was hoping
Here,
you'd
get
be
this.
covering this though. So
I'll tell the same story I told my son.
can you sub
I
I need to.
I noticed a
try
rip
this.
in my kayak cover. It's the best, most durable kayak cover that I finally found after going through, I don't know how many I had.
Oh my
I
God.
tried their Chinese cheap nylon equivalent covers. And they were exactly that. They were cheap and they lasted less than a year. And the sun would destroy them and the weather would rip them up.
Look.
So I said there's gotta be a better option.
5 people are in the water.
And I found
it.
Canvas, made here in the United States.
For nobody, because I have some. You're
And
gonna.
it had a lifetime warranty listed. And of course, that makes me suspicious.
Year or
Like,
two.
what do you mean lifetime? How do they stay in business? Well, sure enough,
I'm gonna catch the.
it's a
I'm gonna catch the
lifetime
bad luck you can give me.
warranty. If ever that
Huh?
thing rips or
Hey, there's mine.
fails,
Warm him up.
they'll replace it. And I emailed and called them, and sure enough, that's exactly what it means. Lifetime means lifetime.
Stop.
It's not conditional or.
Until you fast-
So,
you
I
become-
found a rip in the cover after 3 years of having it outside, 100% outside in the sunshine. And I was impressed from the get-go. I realized this was
I'm gonna strike you.
the quality canvas cover. Well, it lasted 3 years, and then I noticed a little 3-inch or 2-inch rip near the bow, or right at the bow.
You hear that?
And I emailed them and
Yeah.
told them, send them a couple pictures
that?
of it. And they emailed me back
What is it?
within the same day and said,
It's client-side.
Absolutely.
It's client-side.
update me on
Thanks.
your shipping address again. We'll send one out to you right away. And I'm thinking, cha-ching. I mean, now that's customer service. So I did.
I mean, last time when we
And-
were there, they were locking in.
They sent me out a replacement. Well, unfortunately,
I heard.
I got the wrong
I
size.
heard an owl.
Even though it's a 14-foot kayak, the
I heard
largest
some kind of bird.
for this sit on top kayak.
I spoke and it did.
The
Two
14-foot
birds,
cover
two
doesn't
different types of birds.
fit because of all the
Seriously?
modifications that I have on it. And so I need a 15-plus foot. And
I knew it.
it's either
I-
13, 14
I'm
foot
so
or
good at this
15,
game.
16 foot. I need
Wait,
the
when it goes
15,
down to the-
16 foot.
What? Right
Well,
back.
I looked at the
Yeah,
original
no, no,
order
no,
on
no.
Amazon
When
and
it
it
gets
was
down to
the
like the middle
13,
part,
14
I'm gonna shoot
foot.
his legs.
But I've got out on my
His
kayak
torso,
a
okay?
15, 16 foot. And I thought,
No,
How did I
no, but if he
pull
comes
that
back,
off
I'm gonna shoot
without
the legs,
placing in
right?
a
No, no, no,
replacement
all of
order
us shoot the legs.
or return.
Why is
None
he
of
over
that
there? I
was,
can't see him because of the trees.
none of that was
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
listed under
For
Amazon.
real?
So they sent out what the
Come
previous
back.
order
There's Lou over here.
said I ordered. So it
You
wasn't
sent
their
back?
fault. So I
Mr.
had
Charlie?
to,
We saw that. He was
Send that one
absolutely
back.
So sad.
well, in the interim, while
What?
waiting for
Is
the
he?
replacement,
I see him, yeah.
I get an email and they said, oops, we misunderstood
I'm lighting that whole thing up.
the photo that you sent.
4th of July, bro.
I sent a picture of the tag of the correct size so that they wouldn't make a mistake.
All right.
So we didn't realize that the picture you sent was of the correct size.
We're splitting this loop.
And we went ahead and sent
Doesn't matter.
another incorrect size back to you.
It's on
So
earpiece headwear. I need those.
we're going to generate a third
Oh,
shipment
ammo too.
and send you the correct 15, 16 footer. And we'll send a return label inside. When you get that, take the label, put it on the incorrect order that we just sent you, and send it back.
That's gonna move.
The original order, they said, go ahead and keep that. So I've got an extra 13, 14 footer right here in front of me.
I can't believe
That's
those
all
were right.
ready to ship.
I knew I
And
was right because they always go to these sites. If we start getting frostbite, that's
I put the label, that they sent me on it. Well, the label they sent me was USPS, regular postal service.
They did great on these.
The original label that came on it was UPS. It came via the UPS truck. The big brown truck was out in front of my house when they delivered it. Well, the label they sent me was USPS. So, of course, I didn't know that. I didn't see that. I didn't look. I didn't pay attention to detail. And I went down to the UPS store today to return it. And I'm standing there and the lady's like, this is a USPS Postal Service
There's someone.
shipping label. And I'm like, yes, okay. And
No, it's
I'd like to
just-
ship it. And then she's like, no, it's the Postal Service. And I finally understood what she was saying. And I looked down and went, oh, sorry, my
Oh,
fault. I
man.
picked up the package. I turned around and I left the store.
Maybe
And I
maybe
went,
city
and by that
was
time, the post office was closed. So
Wait, do you look that
So-
way?
meanwhile, I put the
Upper body strength. you
extra
have?
13 foot, 14
So
foot
how do you keep that pose?
cover. I just listed it on sale on Facebook Market. So I get a free, hopefully if I sell it, I'll get a free 75, 80 bucks for
Right, let's just go.
a cover that they decided to let me keep. So it's brand new, unused, but I did have to open the box to discover what the error. So,
Oh my gosh, they're crossed.
so that was my,
Wait, is there multiple or is there just one?
speaking of waking up late,
Where's the other one? Where's the other one?
Zach, I
I see the one in the. No, I don't.
I was back to normal here yesterday, but because of my live stream, I stayed up till midnight. Well, I didn't go to bed after the live stream. I ended up staying up and watching more YouTube. And I went to bed at 3 in the morning.
I should
Well,
have went from the coach to that, so.
now I'm kind of back screwing up my schedule again.
Oh, I see him. I see him. I see him.
And
He seems to move forward.
I
man.
had not slept
Come on.
the day before. So I was trying to correct myself, such as you're trying to do.
Can you see the dead body though?
And I screwed that
Do
up
you see him
by
moving,
staying
though?
up till 3 in the morning. So I was a zombie going to bed. And then my body was completely shot. So I ended up sleeping 12 hours,
I see the dead
Till.
body now too.
2:30 this afternoon,
Oh, you already know.
and woke up with a
That's always
screaming,
something. I should've
throbbing
noticed.
headache.
So,
And not only sleeping too long, but I was dehydrated. It just wasn't drinking enough water and way too much coffee. And oh my gosh. So that was my wake up this morning. And it was to the point where I didn't want to move. I just wanted to lay on the back of my head
Dude, why can't they come this way?
and sit there as still as I could with my eyes
If
closed
they start coming
and
this way,
just
though,
wait
you-
for this
okay.
headache to subside.
Left or right,
And my wife came in and I said, honey, please, I need some Motrin. So my son came in with 600 of Motrin and a big old glass of lemonade, and I sat up and just sucked that thing down like it was nothing. Waited for my headache to subside. Eventually it did, a half an hour later. And then about 3 o'clock, I finally rose from the bed
They were avoiding
and
the
got in
mine.
the shower, and the rest is
And
history.
they're in the camp
Now
right
it's 10
now,
o'clock,
and they're gonna leave.
and I'll be wide awake.
We're about to go in the camp,
Oh my God.
which means we need to stay still. You understand?
I know many of the Filipinos have done just that, and live streamers. They have their own little studio. Yeah, coffee is the worst.
Oh, we're dead.
Here, a little
Yeah.
medical lesson
Because I was already
on
down the
coffee
hill.
and what it does and why it does
Since
what
you had
it does.
elevation.
Our body, as
We heard the gunshots.
many know already,
Why
is an
there-
incredible machine in checks and balances. You learn in biology about
We've had a lot of toilet
homeostasis, how the body
It'd be
keeps,
nice if that could
how
just
it regulates
plop down
itself
right in front of us.
and maintains the
You see it?
the balances that are required for life. Salts and alkalins, keeping that balance in the cell and outside the cell. So there's a drug that helps maintain that balance. It's called ADH, or antidiuretic hormone. So it's an anti-diuretic. It prevents you from urinating. Okay?
Like, that's
So coffee, caffeine, inhibits that hormone, ADH.
you're still going there.
So you've got a double negative there. Inhibits an anti-diuretic. So two negatives make a positive. So what it does, it makes you pee because ADH is not working. It inhibits the ADH. So as you're drinking coffee, you're not only drinking liquid, the water in the coffee, but you're also drinking caffeine. So it's a double whammy. The water is filling up your bladder, as well as the caffeine is inhibiting. Yes, it makes you urinate twice. I'm going to just, in general, you can think of it that way. It makes you pee twice as much as what you're taking in. So you're drinking 2 cups of water in the coffee, or 1 cup of water in the coffee. It's making you pee 2 cups of liquid water. So it's a never-ending cycle. No matter how much coffee you drink, you're peeing off twice as much. You're losing twice as much. So you're never catching up. So they always tell you to chase a coffee with a glass of water. You know, be sure and drink your water after you drink coffee or tea. Yeah. So, yeah, we won't repeat that, Mike. But anyhow,
I was right about them going to the camp.
So when I learned that, it made total sense. Alcohol does the same thing.
You know what I mean?
It inhibits the release of EDH. So if you're a big drinker, you know, that's why you're waking up in the morning with a quote unquote hangover. The hangover, you're dehydrated. You got a screaming headache.
Never mind.
That's because the brain now is dehydrated, and the brain is really sensitive to that balance.
You said that? It's gonna happen.
You know, the blood-brain barrier.
Oh, it's not too.
So I remember in high school, you know, the rumor was, be sure and take Tylenol, you know, before you go to bed,
I told you
to
it
try
was
to
a
help
trigger.
prevent that screaming headache in
You
the
know what I'm
morning.
trigger?
Where in reality, drink is the solution. Water, that is.
Wait, oh my gosh, right there.
The number one cause of a headache in Iraq,
Yes, we are right now.
dehydration. Yeah. Yeah, I
I was about to.
can't imagine, Zach. Everybody has
I'm
a
staying
story.
here forever. I'm gonna
That
stay here
doesn't
till right now.
surprise me. Yeah. One bit.
Again,
Yeah, they
whoever
say the
killed-
best thing for a
whoever
hangover is
killed-
to
was
drink
20,
more.
50. I'm gonna die first.
Where really you're just hammering yourself even more. It's like you're never ending.
Drink water.
The worst thing you could do. You're already dehydrated. Now you're trying to
Well, you're
drink
gonna die
more.
first.
It's a temporary fix. It's just
It's all gone, sorry.
yeah, making it even worse. Your body, that is. So
Was it
yeah,
okay?
now that you know, just remember,
Oh,
you know,
you said-
if you're going to drink alcohol or you're going to drink coffee or tea, be sure and pound down just
How did
as
you
much
get Peter?
water before you go to bed. Is it going to make you pee? Yes, but it's okay. Just keep pounding down water. Water, water, water. Chase your drinks with a glass of ice water. Something.
I'm just gonna stay here till the ratings.
It'll make you full, which is even better. You won't drink as much. Alcohol, that is.
All right. Dang it.
But just, yeah, think of it that way. For every, whatever alcoholic beverage you're drinking,
Just keep you up.
chase it with a just as big a glass of water.
Since
Ask the
it's
bartender
77,
for a
16.
glass of water
16 is
after you drink. And make sure you drink it all. Amen, Zach. Well, you know what? And again, my recommendation is stop counting. You know, the goal is complete freedom, not sobriety. Sobriety is like being set free from jail, as opposed to being made free from jail. You know, some Bibles say, "And the truth shall set you free." Well, my Bible says that truth makes you free.
Yeah, that has less recoil. It just
Sorry. I don't know if you heard that or not.
So we're going to
Some Bibles say the truth sets you free. Well, being set free from prison, you can always go back. Being made free, you don't go back.
Oh, right.
So that's the goal.
Shoot.
You want to be made free
Well, it sounded farther away.
from
It didn't sound like
alcoholism.
close. It sounded like
You don't want to be set free.
the far end of the camp.
You don't want to be sober for 6 months.
Or maybe he came from the left and we were just using a tree line and then because he knows there's no mines like up here, so he came this way. I don't think you can because it blows up, right? Right there? It's
More.
on this side that there's no mines.
Mo bud,
South
mo
side.
problem. I had to read that twice more. to understand. I almost thought I was reading Tagalog because
That's
mo
true. There's a
is
tree
means
there. I
your.
never be able to see them come out.
And I was reading that going, your bud, your problems. And I went, oh, that's more. Wait, he doesn't know Tagalog. And I had to read it again. And I went, oh,
Yeah, I can literally
more
see it.
bud, more problems. Because he just said Budweiser. Hey, more. Hey, whatever happened to Joe? Joe Mike Love. She said she had to set up first. What happened, Joe?
I don't know.
I was waiting for you.
I don't see anybody in the camp. I don't see anybody in the Rock Quarter camp. Granted,
Did you give me a rain ticket there, Joe?
but I
Joe
don't
Mike
see
Love?
anybody coming.
Her name's Josie, so
And,
call her Joe.
I'm at 9 food.
But there's so many Joes that come in here. Joe, John. How many Johns do we have? How many Joes do we have?
Understood.
What's up, more?
The street wealth.
Glad you found me
When we
on
get
this
to communist utopias, you said can't.
landscape mode. of
There's no
life.
way. Don't shoot us, please.
This is the preferred
Say, run.
format that I choose. You know, it's just much bigger and it's TV.
The one time you see the
You know, it's the way your TV is set up, landscape.
Right. That's what
But in today's social media, i.e. YouTube,
shoot me fast.
and the TikTok craze, the vertical live
Please have to
and people swiping, you know, through their phone, which is vertical portrait mode,
I mean, yes,
attracts the bigger audience. So
Oh, he's
all the
talking.
live stream platforms
I'm gonna
or all
just
the
try.
social media platforms
You hear?
came on board. YouTube, Facebook, etc. So now, um, vertical live is where you'll get the most exposure, the bigger audiences. But tonight is an
I'm
exception.
done with you. I'm going to you. Actually, no. I'm gonna go up the camp. All right. I'm going up to the. you see
Neat.
it?
Did you leave for church and just leave
Oh,
your
oh, that's what I'm
profile
saying, that's
up here on
what I'm saying.
stage?
I'm back at the place where.
What's up, Mr. Moore?
I'm gonna eat first. Okay. I'm gonna eat first.
Oh, you missed
I'm
what's
back
his
at our
name?
spot. I'm back at
Last live stream.
You said it. I needed you. Right?
AI guy, he came back and joined in on conversation with using his own thinking
Yeah, okay.
and chat, and he joined in with the rest of us as if he never, you know, he
I'm drinking.
Apologize
eating and
for-
drinking everything with you guys because I'm super low. Is that right?
said that it wasn't his intention to, you know, cause friction, but
I just want to tell you, this guy had a tank helmet and a pack. So
yeah, it was a good
one
live stream, right, Zach?
in the back.
Last time we met a pretty cool visitor.
What? Certified what?
Yeah, original ideas are a deficit these days. Yeah, ain't that the truth? I know.
I was pretty sure you killed the guy in the back. I'm right.
All right, Nate. If I'm still on when you get back from
Check your
church,
dog tag.
come on back. I'll be here.
You went to death.
You're not gonna
So what are we
show
sharing
us
with
your
that guy? I want
Sunday best
I don't want
outfit
body armor. That's way too heavy.
before you go to church.
Actually, I need body armor. I have tier 2. Do you have anything better? Any gears I can take?
Come on camera real quick.
Any spares?
Show us why you're walking to your. How are you getting to church? Are you going to ride your motorcycle? Okay, no problem. All right, dear. Right. You don't have data. Gotcha.
What about ears?
Yep, I understand.
I'll take.
I understood.
Oh, never mind.
No problem. Yeah, come back if you have time, and if I'm on, I'll see you when you get back from church.
He had a tank
Bye,
on
Nate.
it with a really crappy night vision. I mean, I had night vision. What do you mean? It's the really crappy
You too.
one. It's all grainy crap. So at least I can see, but like I'm seeing an ocean. He had a,
You're
he
probably
had a
one of Chief's
street
messaging
view
me in the
But
private
other
chat,
than that,
which is
you
one of the
pack a
options that you
ball
have
club,
when you're up on stage.
parts and stuff like that. It was just an MBS
The,
with garbage in it. It was good though.
The host and
A
the
lot of
co-host can all talk to each other through a backstage chat. So she was saying you know, those of us that are not in the U.S. might be able to relate, but in the USA,
Take this backpack,
it's
take the sugar.
we take for granted
take
that
what you want,
when
honestly,
we
except peas and
have
potatoes.
internet,
Take
you
it
know,
all
we
time.
have the ability to
It's yours. Mhm.
share video chat to each other and or
That's all the stuff.
data.
that's in this backpack.
You know,
Oh, no,
I'm sorry,
Take,
and or
I'm gonna put something else in there.
chat,
There's two grenades.
text, right?
I need peas.
It's like
I need the peas.
I thought they were one and the same. You know, data is data,
Those are yours. Take the RD
Well,
bang where you go.
or Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi. Internet is internet. Well, in the Philippines,
Let me.
you either buy
Actually, no. Let me repack Casey magazines because he was.
you're either if you're on Wi-Fi, you're not able to. Don't quote me on this. You need data
But you don't have night
in order
vision.
to video chat,
No, you're
to
fine.
use
Oh, what is it?
video data.
Oh no, we can find. We can see.
But if you didn't buy data,
All right,
then you
13
can't
minutes is
transmit
great. We have to walk
video.
across the map to get to extracts. Let's go.
you can only talk to each other.
We need to get that poster though.
And so
Keep your eyes on.
I was asking her to, you know, come up on her video and show us her Sunday best before she went to church. But she says, I can't, I don't have data. And I remember over in the Philippines, you need to buy a data plan if you plan on using video. And of course, it's more expensive.
Okay.
Wi-Fi, what is it? Wi-Fi is free if you're like at a. Can you transmit
That's close. Don't do it again.
video
It's usually the second line that
through
feels.
Wi-Fi? Like if you're using Wi-Fi at Starbucks, using their Wi-Fi, can you video chat with somebody else?
I'm searching. Yeah.
I'm confusing myself.
Nope. No. You're a little lum-dum. Yup. You're a little lum-dum. Oh no, I can't put this in my backpack. Dang it. EMBSS. Do you see any, are there any bigger backpacks from you? Bigger than an MBSS? That's fine. It's fine. It's more.
More? You're welcome to come up on stage. The link is pinned wherever it is on your screen, up above or down below, one of the two. Or Zach, you want to come up and chat with us with your voice and or with your video? You can
There's multiple spawns for the,
do either or
what this
when you're up on stage.
the bison.
You can open your cam or you can this and close your camera and talk, you know, behind your profile picture.
Check in the tent. Check in the tent.
That camera's
It should be in the tent.
just happens to be open, so that's why. But the
Yeah,
camera
you'll be
here's
able to
that
see
just
it.
closed. that camera. Wait,
On the other side.
try again. That camera. Gosh, third time's a charm. A charm.
Yeah, come on over here. I want 2 sets of ears. Check right here. The last one is on a chair.
Boy, what time is it over there in Spain? It's what, 3 in the morning? Or
Not ringing. This is the chair. Right?
wait, 8
It's not
hours
from-
difference? So 6 in the morning? You just wake up more?
Did you check the body? It's probably moved, right?
Alexa, what time is it in Spain?
Oh, this isn't all loaded.
Spain has multiple time zones. In Madrid, it is 4:12 a.m.
I need that backpack.
Oh, so in Madrid it's 4:12. So how many time zones does Spain have? 2. How many time zones does Alexa? How many time zones does Spain have?
Spain has 2 time zones.
3. Alexa, what are the time zones in Spain?
Spain's time zone is Europe/Madrid.
Oh, Europe/Madrid. So Europe time and Madrid time. Alexa, what time is it in Catalonia?
In Catalonia, it's 4:13 a.m.
Oh, 4:30. Okay. So what are the? I'm testing my geography. What's the other big cities in Spain?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a line.
Alexa, what are the big cities in Spain?
Pretty sure there isn't.
There are many cities in Spain. The largest by population are Barcelona, Madrid, Sevilla, Valencia, and Malaga.
Oh, I used to play the concert piece in Malaga. Alexa, what time is it in Malaga, Spain?
It's 4:14 a.m.
Okay, so it's the same time. What did they just say? Madrid,
Yeah, that's from
Valencia. Alexa,
Yeah,
what time is it in Valencia, Spain?
10 UL.
In Valencia, it's 4:14 a.m.
Okay, so the same time zone. Gosh, what am I? I'm missing out. What is a city with a different time zone in Spain? So it's a 6-hour
No,
difference between here and Madrid.
It'll be the same. It'll be. No, because you're wearing it, right? Okay. Wait, what happened to the
More.
other one you were wearing?
Open your eyes. Wake up. Wake up.
Oh, I got a second now. You think so?
Gosh, you must be still
Definitely.
supine in bed at 4:15 in the morning. What was the other cities in Spain? Madrid, Valencia, Catalonia, Malaga, and see, I don't use it, I lose it.
37.6. I don't have much. I
Alexa,
didn't get much sleep.
what are the big cities in Spain?
There are many cities in Spain.
Of course.
The largest by population are Barcelona, Madrid, Sevilla, Valencia, and Malaga.
Alexa, what time is it in Barcelona, Spain?
In Barcelona, it's 4:16 a.m.
Okay. Every city I've
It's
asked
not
so
getting
far
so
is the
big.
same time. They said there's, what, 3 time zones in Spain?
We're almost halfway.
What am I missing?
What did you like?
Where in Spain is it different than 4:14 or 4:16 right now? More help. Ayúdame, por favor.
can't afford to not do it. I can't afford to do this.
Zach, are you still there? Nobody's talking. Mike, Wilbur,
If we run into hunger.
bro, talk to me.
I need a spray. I'm gonna take off my headset.
Oh my gosh, 10 milligrams of Lasix. I just saw that, Mike. Where did you get 10 milligrams of Lasix? Wait a minute, what do you do for a living again? It's like, what do you know about Lasix?
I hate the drum man.
Yeah, Lasix will definitely.
I went somewhere left.
That's a different mechanism, though. I'm trying to remember. What's the mechanism of Lasix? Lasix is a beta agonist? Wait, no, what is Lasix? Lasix is a, gosh, now you got me curious. Now, I haven't studied Lasix. I used to know the pharmacology behind Lasix. Well,
Yeah, I might not make it out.
hold on. Furosemide, yeah. Diuretic, a loop, that's right. I know it worked on the
A bit.
kidneys. Apparently, loop diuretic.
This, unfortunately, this snow,
Kidney frozen
it's
use
making my
treatment,
sense of direction be a
taken
little wonky right now.
slowly.
It's making my familiar, like, pattern sensing brain to not sense. You know what I mean?
Oh, decrease in the absorption of sodium. Gosh, it's right out of the textbook.
Like, I'm having a little bit of
Remember
trouble
reading
with
this.
figuring out, like, triangulation. Yes, that.
Yeah, see, it prevents, decreases the reabsorption of sodium by the kidneys. So the kidneys are pulling in sodium to try to keep that homeostasis, but it decreases that. So it keeps sodium on the outside. And so water follows that. So it leaves the cell and goes to the bloodstream. And then you end up peeing out sodium via your kidneys.
I know where we are.
Sodium, water follows sodium. So you're peeing out sodium. So water follows it. So you end up peeing more than you're taking in, which is the common side effect is hypotension or low blood pressure.
I'm gonna shoot. Yep. You hear that?
Okay, see, it all makes sense when you learn
I'm
it.
taking up the suppressor.
All right. It's a loop diuretic.
You hear that? That direction.
loop of
that
Henle.
direction.
In the kidneys. Here, I'm remembering. Okay. Back to live streaming. Gotcha. Whoop, what happened? I left the live stream somehow.
I'm going up the hill.
See if I can rejoin. You guys still there? I don't see any comments here.
No, this is old.
Hello?
Yeah,
More?
it's really old.
Zach?
It's out since 2020.
Did you guys disconnect or are you still there?
This place is actually Sawmill from Arena. I'm done on my backpack now.
Okay.
I was dumping all my heavy stuff in the backpack. I just dumped the whole backpack now.
Where'd everybody go? More. Zach.
This is
Mike.
new.
Girl in the mirror.
I almost
Are you guys
ate
there?
lines. Yeah, I'm not making it
Did
up.
I lose you?
Just follow with the gunshots.
Elsa came in
I
way
you
at the
don't-
beginning. She left. And then
Yep.
Girl in the Mirror came next, and then Meat. And then John? John, where'd you go? John, you?
Yeah.
And is there anybody out there?
Dump in the gallons. Dang it! What?
And then eventually, Jekyll's came in. And then
I didn't make it out.
oh, I just read this. Oh, you were saying about the
The scab
Amish. There's places to tie your horse at the Family Dollar. Yep. Yeah, see, I love seeing things like that. It's like history still exists,
Just
without
gotta get the stuff back.
disappearing and losing sight of, reading them in a history book, down the road. It's still there. It's so cool. It's like you always wondered what it was like back in history. Well, you can actually live and experience it, in the Amish country.
I basically had pepper shots.
That's pretty
A
cool.
bunch of armored bombs.
And then Joe came in. She said she was going to come up, but yeah, something must have
all of that.
happened. So maybe next time. And then Mike, you came in,
Hardly worth it.
and then more popped in, but now everybody's disappeared. It makes me wonder what happened. Anybody?
Ivy should have immediately dumped the backpacks.
Maybe I will
I would have made it out.
end this and go vertical, and then I'll end up getting everybody and their brother showing up and have to deal with that fiasco. But that's all part of
Where
it,
are we going? Are we going?
right? Should I do that? I see there's like 2 people in the house. Who's watching? Come in if you're just in the background. Leave a comment.
I don't want to.
I'm not sure what happened here as far as
No,
um,
I'm gonna do that over here.
the other people in the room. Let me
I'm not going back to
let me
it.
give
It's, painful memories.
quick,
It's erasing.
look at the chat room.
Reserve, you said? Say
Yeah.
less.
There's a girl in the mirror. So I think I might do that. I think I'll close this and then I'll go vertical and continue for another hour and a half. Sound good? Oh, you're setting up for your live stream?
That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Drink food or water.
Got you. Well, I think I'm gonna do
It's the
that.
greed that killed
Sound good?
both of us.
I'll see you over there if you're maybe.
Or hope, I guess, instead of just facing the music.
See you when I go vertical. Hold on a second. Let's see here. Nope, everything looks closed and locked. There
We
go.
were about to go, and we were going to get our stuff. It was time to go.
Cool. Okay, well, I'm going to head out and I will be right back
It's quite unfortunate.
and go live vertical here in about 5 minutes.
Because
So see you over there. I'll be back. Let's see, let me leave a comment just in case somebody.
but again, if we did just jump, we would have made it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Like maybe once we had like a thought that we might not make it out, like just like maybe we won't. Maybe we need to just go bigger. You know? Oh well. Anyway,
Yeah, no problem. I actually knew that when I
Have you tried
was
Crumble?
going live.
have you tried Crumble?
I wanted to see if all of the return
We went there once.
subscribers would
And,
see how
never
many
did.
return subscribers would come back. So,
But
see you guys. Be back soon.
what is it?